Hey man, what's up, Wayne? So I've been waiting 2 or 3 years to do this, till I figured out whether you're actually going to keep doing business with me or not. And here's the deal, man. Follow me on this, Wayne. Last time I saw you, I did work for you at Columbine, right? You show up there, in retrospect, looking back on it, with your little tantrum about the work. First of all, I told you when I called you, it wasn't really done completely, but you were leaving town and I wanted to get paid. So, I thought the element of trust was there. Had I known you were going to respond that way when you got there, I mean, I did a good job for you. Even when you got there, I wasn't completely done yet. That house was torn up. I did all that work in less than a week. And I just looked at the video before I called you. We did a good job there. It wasn't perfect when you got there, but I brought it along to beyond satisfactory and took a decent wage for it, which I was appreciative of. But check this out, man. That day we sat there in the living room. You kept $260 of my money. You owed me like 400 and change, and then somehow, I think the little thing with the money was a leverage thing. You were kind of priming the pump to hit me for keeping part of my money. And I don't remember how you rationalized it for a Ron Duncan referral and this and that, but you owed me 460 or $480. You ended up giving me 200. And I didn't say anything at the time because you said, man, we're going to keep doing business. I'm going to keep calling you for work. It's been years since that happened. And I realize now you're not going to call me, and I got Shyster. And I'm going to tell you why I say that, okay? I remember at the time, I told you several times that day when you asked about keeping some of the money, I said, man, Ron, or man, Wayne, you know what? There was an incident that had happened between us, and I couldn't remember the day we were there at that Columbine house, what the deal was. I couldn't remember what it was, but I knew that there was something in the recent past that carried over to the fact that I kind of thought you owed me money. But I didn't remember, so I went with your program. I let you keep all that money. And then about a month later, I remembered what it was. I remembered what it was because I was driving through Chandler. And I drove pretty close to that house you called me to paint. And this is where I'm going with this. You called me that at that, I think it was the house that belonged to a cop. There was that house. You had me go do a bid. I did the bid. We negotiated a price and all that. You called me like 2 or 3 weeks later and asked me to do that paint job. And I said, man, dude, I'm in Tucson. I can't. I got a job going. And you basically, pushed the envelope and said you needed it done. You had to have it done. And I remember saying to you, dude, I'm in a job. I'm in the middle of a job down here. This is going to cost me all kinds of money to come up there. I'm going to lose my hotel discount. There's the gas money. There's the money I won't be making down there. There was the hotel discount I was going to lose because I was on a 30-day deal there. And I would have lost, like, if I came up there for a week to paint. Anyway, I remember making it clear to you that don't have me come up there. This isn't about just driving there from surprise. Make sure the job is for sure. And you reassured me 100 times over that that job was in the bag. And I came all the way up there from Tucson, came back to my house, went there the next morning. Those people didn't even know what I was talking about. There was no paint job going to happen at that house. And I remember I called you on that, and your attitude was really dismissive. And you were like, basically, stuff happens. And so I was cool with that. At the time, I wasn't really cool with it at all. That took probably in real dollars, not fabricating, hyping up numbers here. In real dollars, that took minimum $300 out of my pocket by the time I paid for all the expense related to that. The lost wages, the gas, the hotel, all that stuff. The money I had to pay my guy to bring with me, he's on my clock. So, and then I realized a month after I saw you last that had happened, and that you had the audacity to come then and take almost $300 out of my pocket for work I had just done for you behind some. I don't even remember how you justify keeping the money, but I let that happen. But you know what? Now it's been 2, 3 years, and I'm feeling like I really got shystered. That you had no intention on doing any business with me. So you know what, dude? It's not even about the money. I don't even need the money. This isn't some ploy to get money from you because I'm broke and desperate, okay? I could care less about the money. It's the point. I'd be saying this to you if it was a dollar. Wayne, you did me wrong. You kept some of my money. I think you played the dissatisfied customer routine to prime the pump for that, soften me up. I was feeling bad and all that. All that was a mess that you allowed to happen. You didn't have to go that route. But anyway, here's the deal. I want my 260 back. I'll cut you some slack and reduce it to 200. But you know what, Wayne? You know, and I know what I'm saying is true. You know what you did to me. You know what your intentions were, your motives were. You know that thing in Chandler is real. and I think you worked me, and I'm not pleased about it, and I have to keep, every time I see your name in my email, whatever, I'm reminded of this. So I'm telling you right now, I want you to pay me the money on me. Wayne, it's the right thing to do, you know. And if you're not gonna, then ignore this or tell me you're not gonna, and we'll go from there. But I'm not gonna let you rip me off. I'll tell you that right now. Okay. So you handle it how you want. You know, you want to get crazy and foolish about it and start, start a little mini battles and wars and phone calls and all that. That's fine. I'll get down and dirty with you. You know, I just rather put it behind us. But I'm not gonna put it behind us by letting you work me like you did. You work me, you rip me off, and I'm not gonna let you do it. So I'm asking you to pay me. You know, so I'm going to find out what your intentions are one way or another in the next day or two, right? Peace. See you later.